Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a brief.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams, and it's all up next.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Stafford going to throw from the outset. Buying time to his left. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
A first run now for Kyren Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. From the 50, Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Desmond King deep for Houston. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are on the board first on the road here in L.A. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They begin the drive with Williams. Able to spin free. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you get...
Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll go play action here with Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go. Pierce has it knocked loose. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs.
Stay 50, stay 50.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get... football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Stroud. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford heading back out. He was intercepted on that last drive, the third one he's thrown in this first half alone. He'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10.
21. Right, 22. Alert.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 66 yards. And the Rams get a bit closer. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Play action. Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. First target, first catch, and a first down. Here goes Stroud again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. Past the 20. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. Play there for Houston. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Singletary. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Get
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Again, it'll be Singletary. And this time he is in. Yes. Devin Singletary on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford.
Screen play set up for Williams. Room past the 35.
And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To the air again, Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
Back to throw again.
This one swung out to Williams.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The kick by Marr is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you eastward to our land. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Stroud to throw it.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Play action. Stroud now. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On third down, they go with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met. Behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
All right, boys, here we go.
Stafford. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Stafford now to throw. Flushed out right. Now that'll be caught by Cup. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Petrie picks it off. He's to the 15. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
Twenty-two.
Stafford going to change it up here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness. Interception. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz.